welcome to Grubbin with CultMoo. On today's episode, we have 3 different beers. 2 from Ninkasi and 1 from a brewery, Black Diamond. We have Dawn of the Red, and we also have Re-New-Ale and Dubbel Down from Black Diamond.
Let's do the Re-New-Ale.
Re-New-Ale! 5.4% ABV. A real malty smell, not too hoppy.
Yeah.
Very ale-y. Cheers. Ooh.
That's not bad.
That's nice. That's a solid, like, session beer right there.
Yeah.
Out of all the Ninkasis, like, that's the easiest to, like, throw down with. It's pretty goddamn good, actually. It's really drinkable. It's very drinkable. I'd have to give that a 7.5 because it's just so drinkable. It's not too high in ABV. That'd be a good night. Get a few bottles of that.
I cannot recall what I've given any of the other Ninkasis, but if I remember correctly, I did not care for them much. So I'm actually going to give this one an 8. I really liked that one.
Our next beer, Dawn of the Red.
So,
IRA, which means it's a red ale with lots of hops, basically.
oh, Jesus.
Comes in at 7%.
That explains the IBUs.
ABV. Oh my god. It smells like spruce.
No, that's not a good sign.
And juniper. Wow, that's a weird flavor.
I'm kind of disturbed by this because part of me wants to hate it and then the other part of me is like, this is a good red.
Yeah, like, you get the red flavor, but then you get like the IPA flavor right after it. And it's this weird dichotomy of sweet and bitter that is happening at the same time. Just sort of fighting over your tongue, pulling it back and forth.
You know, it's not bad. Like, it's still a little too much on the IPA, but considering...
But it's so weird. It's like you're drinking one beer at one moment, and then it finishes off as another beer. If you're a fan of both of those styles of beers, this could be really right up your alley.
I think I'm going to go with a 6 on this one.
I'd go with a 6.5. Because it's really wild, but it's not something I would drink. Our main event, Dubbel Down. Brewed and bottled by Black Diamond Brewing. This is a Belgian-style double ale. And it comes in at 7.2% ABV. The only reason it's here is just because we needed a third beer. We didn't have 3 new Ninkasis to try.
Long and short of it, we wanted to get drunk.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, I'm an unapologetic fan of Belgian-style beers. Oh, super just rich, chocolatey, and malty, just syrupy molasses sort of aromas coming out of there. It smells like delicious dessert.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of come around on some of the IPAs and the Belgians and stuff. Like, I never really used to be a fan of them, but I'm finding some of them now that it's like I've had to go through a bunch of, like, 90% of them have been shitty to me, but I found at least 4 or 5 of them that I'm like, nah.
Yeah, definitely. Even when we first started even tasting beers, before we even had the YouTube channel, it was like we had some Belgians, and it's like, what is that flavor? Brr.
Why does it taste like rabbit food and cat anus? Like, what the fuck? But yeah.
But after you have such a huge variety of beers, some of them tend to grow on you a little bit, and I gotta say, Belgian style has grown on me a whole lot.
See, kids, that's why you shouldn't be quitters.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's got a weird... It's almost got like a champagne-y flavor to it. A little bit of a chocolate, kind of a champagne.
Yeah, I'm a little bit distracted by the aftertaste. Like, this started out quite delicious, and then there's a lingering flavor of a thing I've tasted before that I don't like.
Semen.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm getting a little bit of like a hop-ish flavor. And it's not hops, but it's kind of that bitterness to it. And then it's just, Belgian and chocolate, basically.
God, it's like a molasses that's been burned a little bit, like a caramel.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like
a little
a
bit
caramel,
of scorched sugar,
like a scorched caramel or something. Like there's something in there that's just a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, somebody was melting chocolate and they didn't use a double boiler, and it
Yeah. It's in there just slightly at the end. Everything else
It's so faint though.
Yeah, but it's throwing me off because I hate that flavor so much. That burnt, bitter flavor. I'd have to give this a 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Actually, I liked it. It was pretty decent. It's funny though. It says it's brewed with Belgian malts, Belgian candy sugar. And this is to create our California take on the Ave style double. So that would explain why it doesn't quite taste like a normal one.
Yeah.
It says dark fruit flavors like plums, figs, and cherries will find their way around your palate. So there you go with your fruity.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I guess maybe I could kind of taste like a cherry-ish, like a cordial cherry kind of flavor in there, but the figs and all the rest of them. But
I get it. It's just not quite as well executed with that aftertaste, I think. Like, there's something there that's just distracting it. Overall, though, like, this is a pretty decent variety of beers. Like, definitely this beer wins because it's a Ninkasi that you can just down. But these are still solid beers, and if you're at all interested in those types of flavors, I would recommend you seeking those out. This has been Grubbin with CultMoo. Thank you for watching.
woo!